right. Okay, so yeah, today we want to talk about omnish. That's the main reason I'm here right now. So omnish does a number of things. Uh, I will show you our omnish, and this don't care, don't mind. This is customized WhatsApp. So what is Omnish actually? Omnish is a tool that you install in your computer and you start chatting with that tool like you are chatting with a friend. The main part of Omnish is the capability to run all the AI tools within your computer using your phone. Actually, that was the reason because I have some subscriptions on number of things. I've subscribed to number of tools and I pay to those tools. But now there's other tools that are good coming out, but they need you to pay another money to access them. But if you don't pay, you need to install another program. And I was like, no, I just want to use my computer the way it is with whatever I have set it to have in my own way. So how will I solve that? Maybe I'm using local LLM. If I'm using local LLM, I don't need to add additional AI. No, that's a lot of work. So that's why I say, okay, let us build a tool that will solve our problem in our own specific need. And the problem was clear, and the need was there that we need to have a solution that doesn't need you to subscribe again to another tool. So when we created Omnish, we gave it the first part was first of all to connect to the computer and to be able to chat with your computer or to run command direct. No AI subscription. You can run all the AI tools within your computer as you could run them with when you are next to your computer. So you can see here, this is my Omnish instance connected, and I can do number of things. Let me see. I'm attached. Yes. So if I'm attached, I can be able to look direct using LS because I'm connected to Linux. This is the work computer, which is having all this capability and amazing. So it's a Linux. Yeah. So if you look here, I'm in this folder. I can just check which folder it is, and then I will be able to get that details. And that is one-to-one. You send a message, the command return the answer, which is it's amazing. But that's not the main thing, because come on, there's nothing special about that. You can do that, but now you can do the command using your chat. What else can you do? You can do a lot of things. So let's first look at this. So I'm in a folder called AI. I can go back. If you know basic command, you know what this means. So you are able to navigate, change directory easily. You can remove, you can do whatever you want to do on the command as if you are next to your computer. Mhm. The part that I love the most is the part of AI now, because that's key thing. You have AI tools that are already running in your computer. So let's say Codex, I think. I don't know if have, I don't remember if I have configured it. Yeah, but here we see that I have Codex, and what can I do with Codex? I can do a number of things. I can do a number of things. I can run it and run. Run codecs non-interactively. I love that because this is one of the part I use is to run this tools non-interactively, but give them the chance to send feedback. I will show you in a minute how you run AI agent, which is already in your computer, like Codex agent from Casa or Crowd Code, non-interactively, but still get status of where things are. So that's how sweet it is. And as you can see, I'm writing messages dialect, but that is after deactivating the non free shell mode. So now I deactivate it. If I write any command, it will not go because they can't do that. They say, no, you need to start with a post exclamation. Yeah. You need to start with exclamation so that you can be able to run this particular command. Now, after that, if I do that again and I do this, I'll be able to see where I am. But mostly, if I'm doing this, I like to do that. So that means it's open up a free shell mode where I can send command dialect and I can be able to do exactly what I want. All right. So that means now whatever I'm going to do here is going to be dialect. What are we having here? We have RD. We are in RD and we have one folder. I can make another folder or I can make a task. So here I can say agent. So if I say agent, you know, that will be casa agent. I can give it YOLO, mean that there's no limit, then I can give it P, which means now this is print based. So now how do I get statuses with P? I can say this. The text that I'm going to put here is the one that is going to tell agent to be able to send feedback here and there. But you can do, we'll see there. So here I say research about recent changes on AI and make an audio using a color and video using. This is a lot. I don't like. This is a lot of things. I will cut that because this is going to take a few minutes. But research about this recent changes in AI inference. Where is the make a report? This is generic. They don't worry about that. I'll show you when we go to building real thing. But now here is where the magic comes in. Okay. Confirm reception of this task and notify each on each action using omnish omnish interactive C. So now we are telling how to send a message. Send to. I love all because omnish instance, if it's connected to all, it will send to all. And now what is going to be sending is going to be sending text, action, status. Good. So with this information here, I'm going to be running agent, cursor agent, which is already in my system, and it will be giving me the feedback of where things are in real time. There we go. Exit with 2. What happened? Now there is one thing to remember. This is very key because agent take more time, but this instance that I'm running with is made for very minimum time. It's not recommended. That's why we have two most parts you can do things like this, because this is not going to take 1 minute or two. No, it's going to take a long time. Okay. So in order to do this better, you either run it on BG. That's number one. BG is good because it's running everything on the background. However, this will call it, how do we call it? We can call it anything. Let's call it research. And we can pass the command. So why do you need exclamation on BG? Because BG is doing kind of simple way to run the same command. We'll verify that if anything doesn't work well. Another thing that I think I'm missing here, which was there, was missing also there, is this. I don't need that. Let me get rid of that. Sometime using omnish. Okay. Okay, and that was missing. There we go. So this is good because everything will be running on the background. There'll be no noise here. I can continue doing what I'm supposed to be doing without something else to come in between my work environment. Okay, so I can do that and I can say, hey, go. Now I have this, I can take this and check if it failed, because if it failed, you get it quicker. But if you bash line command not found, yes, bash line command. I don't need to put the exclamation on BG. Okay. So you see there is no output. Hey, you understand. There's no output so far. Now I get them a notification. Hey, task received, research report on recent AI inference changes, task acknowledged. Now I get another notification, web search, starting literature scan, which is so good because this is running on the non-interactive, but I'm getting filtered information that I can use. It's another level of experience. And another good thing about BG, the press is clean as, oh my God, I don't know. So clean comparing to these other mods or that's another thing that I love this particular flow. Very clean, very good, but am I even, yeah, I'm audible. Good. I didn't say about the file, but yeah, so reporting, writing, draft structure report is being written down. And if I was supposed to tell it to send, because this is for text, but also there is specific command for sending the file, which is okay. Yeah, so as you can see, there is really good way of notification. You get notification as the task is being done. task completed. That's all. Now, if I could have said about sending, that was going to happen. But another way is I have this tool, it's called send. So I can send it to myself by saying send, and it copy the whole address here, the whole file name. So if I do that, I get the file here, and boom, I can be able to see that right away. That's, isn't it amazing? And that was done without moving here and there, creating another API. I'm not using any other API, I'm using agent, which is already in my system, and I'm using my system. But also this is a little bit too much because this one is a lot. What if now we convert this, the whole of this, to what we call a recipe? Yeah, all of this to a recipe. So how do we do that? We go and we meet Run. That's another guy. So Run gives you a chance to prepare a recipe, save the recipe, and be able to add some ingredients when you want to run it fully. So you prepare a recipe by saving it or adding it, and then when you are running it, you just say run this, and you pass whatever you want to pass. It's like you create a template and then you can reuse it based on your work. We'll take a same example here. So we say run add. Run add name. We'll call it. What name should we call it? Research department research. That's too much. Race. I will keep race. So race. Now what I need to do after add and the name is a command. So now there is two-way because we have changed. This command here has to be separated. So we are going to give this as template. And here we're going to declare this keyword here. What does this do? This make the command itself easy, but also it gives the chance for you to be able to change here. You see here the title is permanent research about. I can now remove this and make a report. I can remove that and do this and pass that there. So now I have a template that is waiting for information to pass there. But one more thing I will do here is the file also. So notification action using that, and we need that, and final report using, okay, using what? Omnish. I see send to. I like to send to all because I don't want to come up with name or whatever. And mostly this is going to be either one or two. if you are too many in the system, but mostly to be one, so you don't need to confuse yourself. So that's send to and report final files report using omnish send to files. And the good thing about this, it can send as many as you want. Okay, and there is that and caption. You can even add caption. Isn't that cool? It is great. Good. With this now, this is the complete, I would call it research because I have to share, I have to publish this so that you can see also research. And you can change here. You can say you're expert on da 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 da. I can give it this to make also color audio because I love to listen to the research instead of me going through the document, going other place. Let me put my charger on order. All right. Okay. Yep. So now, now we have that ready, that prepared. Yep. How is the mic? I don't know how the mic is, but yeah. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it's good. Good. So um hmm, it's okay. All right, so there we go. So I have that, I have this ready. What am I missing here? I can do more here, but it's not necessarily that. So I have the research, add research, which is using agent YOLO P. I mean that it can do whatever it wants, but also I can modify this and make it a little bit fancy and great. Or I can leave like that. This prompt here, the template can be as very detailed as you want, or as simple as that. Confirm reception of this task and notify on each action. The rest is okay. This is so basic as you can see. All right. So with that, and I'll keep some consistency here because I want to say this is a block which is ending here, and consistency is a good way to go in this life. With that, I'm sending file, I'm sending with caption, and I'm sending to all. That is all. So if I want to save this, I'll press enter. Do I miss anything? If I miss, we'll fix it out. It will tell us, yeah, there's issue must include omnish task. Yeah, omnish task should be in quotation mark. That's the problem. I didn't pass that. And the omnish is meant to help you to figure it out. So you don't need to stress like, I don't know anything. Yes, you don't need to know everything to use it. You learn and you master it. As you can see now, it's added in the system. Now, for me to use this, I can say, look at this. I can say run research, and I can say whatever I want it to research about. Research about MTP, a new which multi-token something something, which is a new way to do inference, and how does it super outperform other old ways, which models have adapted it, and the how is the community saying about that? Good, that's all. That's everything I wanna do there. Oh, I forgot to tell it about audio, but we'll edit that. So I can do that, and now I can do two things. So if you look here, this is normal run, doesn't have anything here. If I want to make this queue, I can mark it like that, so that whatever is coming also with the queue will run after this is done. Why that is necessary? That makes you now able to queue number of works, and I'll do that because I can. But because there's nothing in front of it, so it will start as soon as it reaches or as it's rendered properly. You see, you can do there. We have the message number one, the notification that, hey, we have received your task. And you see that, you can say, what about if I send another task? But now I want to talk about training small models for mobile. This should be on device friendly models. I can send this. This also is queued. Now there's two tasks, but one is on progress, another one is somewhere, somehow. But I can also send another one, maybe. That's where I love the queue part. The queuing is the game changer, because now I can say, let's say, research about top 10 Afrobeat, Afro music artists who are trending in East Africa, and make a remotion video for that. You see, this is going to go to the queue, so it's okay. So they received the task number 2, researching training small on device mobile. This is amazing. This is why I love Omnish. The machine is far. I'm not overwhelming the machine. I'm using very, very simple and straight way to do. But I'm doing that in my WhatsApp. Think of that. That's I could be doing with my phone, but I wanted you to have the picture. But every message that is going through there, coming on my, it's a WhatsApp. Come on, yeah, it's WhatsApp. Yeah, I can send another one here from here with my WhatsApp, as you can see there. I can say, all right, let's do something else here. Uh, hmm, research about schools in US that are ready to receive uh, that offering full scholarship for underserved communities. Okay, the sky is the limit. So why can't you think and think? All right. All right. Research case schools so in USA hosts grants in USA that are offering full scholarship for underserved communities. That another one. So I'm pushing another task is going to the queue. I saw already this file that they sent to me. It's here. This is about mobile device. Now they're doing the research which is on the line now is trending Afro artists in the US, in Africa, East Africa, which is good. You can do as many tasks as you want. And the good thing about Q, trust me, if you know you have used computer, you know that you can't overwhelm with millions tasks at once. But what if you have millions tasks that you can put them in the queue and go do your thing? So it's not that you are overwhelming the system, but you are giving the system all the work that it has to be done, and you do other stuff. You're like, hey, you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because it cannot know how to organize. Omnish help it to do that. Queue them properly. You see now it's going and it's sending you notification every now and again. Like, okay, we have researched about artists. Now research completed, top 10 list is ready. Now we are going for the motion setup scaffolding. Okay, then emotion build, writing composition. Oh, and then they need to send a video. Writing research report. Okay. Yep. I don't know how clear I was, but yeah, they will need to send that. Or they will send the video, or they add the report only. They who? The AI will send. Lender starting, you are seeing them in real time. You are not, you don't need to see everything. You are just getting notification that, okay, we are working on this, we are working on this. And I think that's where, people have issues, because AI will tell it to notify you on this kind of progress, and it will do that. But if you tell your friend or your employee to do the same thing, they'll feel like it's too much of work. Like, tell me what you are doing. I want to just know that. I want to know what you're doing at this particular time. And someone feel like, no, you better just wait for result. But that's always too late. When somebody tell you to wait for result, it's always something, it's always too late. So with this kind of approach, you are fully 24/7 informed about what it is. So this is run. Run, you have the template, you can use it as you want. And actually, you can give it once the information and boom, it will be able to do that. I love this part because this is the game changer. This is the game changer, but there is more to come. Let's see it finish. As we can see now is rendering, starting the motion rendering. And after rendering, then we can do the next part, or we can be doing, remember, this is happening on the background. So we are able to do as much more here as we can. Yeah, we can be able to do the other tasks. So while it's doing that, let's talk about core work. So what is core work? All right, core work is schedule shell task. You can be able to set a schedule or specific task so that it can be done on a specific day or specific hour or specific minute. That's another game changer if you set it right, because most of the time you need things to be done. And you need them to be done right. How do you do them right? You need to have tools that can help you to do that. And here is where you do them right all the time. All the time, especially those tasks that you want to get them every now and then. You want to get them done every day. Why am I scrolling back up? I want to copy my original BG, because this is fully command, which I can run it as a repeated something, because so core work. So for you to have core work, you have to specify, you have to add it first so that it exists. So add, and then you give it a name so that you can be able to talk to it direct. So this will be research trending, research trending on AI, retire. That's a good one. Yeah, RTOAI. So you give the name, then you give the schedule. So how do you do the scheduling? You have hourly. So this means it will be doing this particular work every hour. So you just specify the minute. Okay. So which minute, you can say at what minute of every hour? At 40 plus. Why I'm choosing 40 is because I'm seeing we have 3 minutes to complete this, and I can do that. I have to keep that. Now the funny thing about this, it has a very number of limitations. If you introduce some of the thing, it might not work here because it reads some of the thing too. I think I'll keep YOLO, but YOLO might limit my agent, because it look at this particular info and it can get confused. But yeah, so with this one, I'm saying at every hour, 40, do the research about recent recent announcement of any new models, AI models, or AI inference. Oh, I'm running out of the time, so I'll put 43 because 40 is reaching. 43 AI inference and ways to make AI run smoothly on edge devices. Write a report or use a Cocolo skill and remotion skill to make great video presentation. Confirm reception of this task and notify on each using that. And I'll keep the consistency. Okay. And for all generated meaningful files, send them to all using omnish. Can I copy this? I think it's okay to copy a lot, because unless it's not chopping, so using that files caption. All right, so I'm already 41, so 43 is okay, right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. I love this already. Boom. Saved. And yeah, it's at 43 and this is 42. Hopefully. Okay. The rendering is taking forever. That's crazy. That's really, now this is complicated because you see, soon if this task start, might meet this task which is doing the rendering, and that you don't need that. You really don't need that. Yeah, but all in all, you can set up your task like that. And remember, you're already in the terminal, so you can even look up at this folder and say, okay, am I on 3.4? I'm not sure. I'll do this. Okay. I think I'm not on free shell. When I'm saying free shell, I mean that the shell that I cannot access that no such file directory. Okay, that would be the output. All right, we'll wait. When the time reaches, this is 43. Boom. If everything goes well, if this command passes properly, that will tell us no such directory. But if it failed, we'll know there. And it's informing on resolve, which is going to inform here. But yeah, cannot access that, no such file or folder. That's good. Boom. So if I go back now, the good thing about run queue, I can be able to tell where things are. If there is paused task, but there's no paused task, there is an active task, which is the research, and actually there is one waiting also. And yeah, so next auto start only after exit code 0. Yep, those are just technical information. So you can see that things are happening, and the rendering a video is not a joke. Trust me, it's not a joke. And the good thing is everything is off this particular thing. That's why we can be able to do any other thing that we want right here and be able to see or do more. That is amazing. That should be a game changer. You can be able to do the queue, you can be able to do A, B, C, D. And now trust me, and think of this. Imagine if I was going to view the video, the image, the blah 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 on my own. It's a lot of time that you need to sit somewhere waiting for something to be done. Okay, the video is rendering. And it's rendering from far 100 or 1,000 miles from where I'm sitting. So I'm sitting somewhere that my machine is so far away, and I'm waiting. Another thing I can do, now that's another thing that we have introduced, which is one of the game changer, is watch. So this is the master of all. The watch gives you the chance now to look into the system, having the eyes within the system. Think of it like installing a camera in your blood stream, so that actually in your blood cell, so that as the blood move, you can be able to see things. That's the meaning. That's the what watch does exactly. Yeah. The watch helps you to look within the system. What do you want to look at? You say it, and you'll be watching at that. Okay, let's see how does it work. So you have the watch. You call that the primary command, but now you need to add, as we always do, and you need to say what kind of things do you want to watch. You want to watch file systems, you want to watch packages, you want to watch services. It's all about what you want to watch. What do you want to babysit? And not like babysitting, sitting there waiting. No, this is another level of babysitting where you leave things doing the things and you do other things. Oh, I love that. So here we can say, all right, so what do we want to watch right now? We want to watch home directory to know exactly what is really going on. So with that, you can either check the list, what is already on the list. So I have a number of them. I have the tests, I have the home, and I have the HM. HM is good because HM is having exceptional. So they're all paused now. If I activate them, they'll be up and running. So how do you do that? You just say watch and you say start. Yep, you say watch, then you activate it, and then you're good. You're good. Resume. You're good to go. Resume HM. I'm resuming that. because it was paused. But the good thing about that is controlled. So now I can see what is happening where. So there is a terminal. There's some activities on terminal which is going on. And do you know who is dealing with the terminal right now? Is agent. So we started some agents that are doing some work. So we can see they are doing really heavy work because we can see there, yeah, there's number of work there. And remember, we can pull these files and look at what exactly is here. This is 300 bytes. I think this can be raised, not bigger. Yeah. We can say let's read at this. B card and that file is gone because they're temporary. Actually, that is for casa. And the agent is for casa. So yeah. That file, there's a lot of things that are happening that you might have never known. Because since I started using Omnish, I started to realize things that I was like, wait, what is really happening here? Can you believe all of these files are being touched by, in one way or another, by the agent that is running on the background? And if you look here, you'll see that agents are writing things to the database, they're writing things in different folders, and that, especially look at where there is casa, focus on casa. So casa is the one that we are using currently. All right. Can I learn fast? I want to do that. Can't beat it. Yeah, so there is a lot going on as the AI is doing its work. And we have the agent transcript. This is a game changer. I think you need to look at this for some time. I saw this and I was really moved. Yeah, that is too big, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, God. Mostly this they don't move. It's not like those temporary file. JSON now. There we go. So this file mostly has all the conversation between the AI and the agent, the user, I mean. So if you are talking to the AI, your conversation will always be in this kind of file because that's where they keep the receipt that, okay, this is what this guy was talking to our agent. And remember, all the conversation you do, they're having separate files in the system. And actually, with the 2026, if somebody tells you that if you are paying for agents, it's tricky because sometimes you are paying for your own computers because AI is using your own computer to accomplish some of these tasks. What they are bringing you only is agent that can be able to coordinate that. I'm making a video. The video is being made from my computer. It's using my resource, the company resource that I'm running the system, the Linux machine. So at the end of the day, you need to be careful. Like, what am I paying for real? Am I paying for someone using my computer, or am I paying for really the the tokens, because sometimes the tokens are very minimal comparing to the work the machine is doing. Because simple example is the video. So the video, for video to be real, it needs basic uh, animation and HTML. Those are very basic, and that AI can build in few minutes. But now the big work is the rendering, which is happening on your computer. So if somebody, if I can sell you that, which it's ideal actually if we are thinking about business, I can sell you this, that Omnish will be able to make you videos, just install this and this and this, or I will bring that packaged together, which I should, which I should, because I bring that as a package. I give you uh, the access to agent and everything, and the rest of the thing you are paying for your own computer. It's good, it's funny, but yeah, it's good. So as you can see now, we are observing in real time what is happening. This has been updated. Well, let's see, I can create a folder right here, mkdir, and I can say temping. So I'm making this folder, but I want to catch also the event of creation. So these are all updates. They're already on the queue of coming. Temping is created, and there we go. We get now. Anytime we are going to get the update for creation of the the directory or folder, how do I know? I'm looking at here on update. So it should be create when that event get to Lichas, because there's a lot of events that are happening and they're all queued. So it will take time for it to Lichas, basically. But yeah, but every event you are getting, and remember the system also is rendering a very heavy video. So there's a lot of resource being used on specific key task, and this also is coming to, hey, I need to load to check on you, what are you doing, and I'll be sending to my boss everything you are doing in this machine, which I have to stop. Yeah, I'll have to stop, because this will keep watching. It's a lot of events that are taking place, a lot, and a lot are updating. Terminal is doing a lot, agent is like, yeah, agent is pushing those information, and yeah, things are happening. Things are happening, and now the transcript has been updated. So there's something that has happened, because the agent doesn't update transcript unless there is some necessary information need to be kept there. And yeah, this is like, to be honest, this has changed the way Omnish has changed the way I look at machine. Now the event we said about, no, this is another event of creating the log for npm, and was deleted right away. There's a lot that's going on here. Isn't that cool? Looking inside your machine. So it's like you are having a way to look at your body, and it's like, okay, let me see what the activity of the heart. Imagine of that. Like, let me see the activities of the heart, the activities of the liver or the lungs, how they breathe in, breathe out. I'm sure doctors know they can do that. I can do that on the computer now with Omnish. I can plug, boop, and be able to observe and see. All right, I think this is so cool, but I will need to stop that. So watch, stop HM. So I'm going to stop that. Do, do, do. But the system is working. Yeah. The queue is so long that even the event to stop is taking time. It's like, hey, there's a lot on the line. There's a lot to be pushed. There's a queue. And that's another thing Omnish has been built. It has been built not to abuse these channels. Because the funny thing about this channel, if you abuse WhatsApp, if you abuse Telegram, they will ban your account. But now, because of that knowledge, Omnish has been built to work with these channels properly and to make sure that you don't get to be banned or the like. The event has been sent, but it hasn't reached the system. I love this. So there's a lot happening, but yeah, it will stop shortly. Don't worry. It will run there, pass through the borders, all those kind of things, and then it will run to their destination. And they'll be like, okay, I think we need to stop. Yeah. I think we need to stop. So yeah, this is one of the great actually, I can say, game changer tool that you need to have. You need to have in your machine. You don't need to watch files like this unless you have the reason. There is a crash report of Google Chrome. Yeah. And the pause has been reached. You see, the message has been delivered and everything has stopped. What happened to crash report? Crash report, where are you? So you see the good thing of observing this, you see things that you need to care about. Where is the crash report? I saw crash. I need to know first, what is this message? What was the recent update here? So now the message stop has reached and then everything stopped. Yeah. Another thing, I can send this file to myself by just saying send. Because I have a full path. That's a good path. So I'm sending the file to myself. Now it's maybe on my phone, wherever I am, and I can be able to look at that file closely. This is the way you need to interact with your computer. So much easy that you don't need to think about it, because it was never meant to be thinking when using the machine that is yours. So if I'm looking here, let's see, what is the last event on this chart? And the chart was about what first? Okay. So this is chart for making a video. I will leave that. Okay, user type top 10 Afro music. So the video, this was the recent. Where is it now? Let's see, where did they reach? The conversation is continuing. The emotion. assistant text, home, All right, there's a lot. What was the last message here? All right, it was running Puppeteer. Okay. I love this page screenshot. So they're already doing some page screenshot because yeah, 10 render Puppeteer or string await page is doing the render, it's still doing the rendering. So it takes machine. I don't know why it's taking longer, but yeah, that's what we see there. How did we know that? By observing. Let me see. I saw the crash. I want to know the Google Chrome. I think that was the crash was based on that particular because Lemotion, yeah, Lemotion use headless Chrome to render their videos. Actually, I have to go back to Hyperframe because trust me, I was so much deep with Hyperframe. Then for some reason, it was not consistent. For some reason, I don't know. That was my experience, but I was really, really ready to go with it. Then when it was not consistent and the emotion was, come on, I'm here. I feel like emotion is a little bit heavier, and I don't like to run heavy things. I like to use every possible light opportunity to do light, like really light. Yeah. So far so good. I can see that. I can see that now. Okay. If I do, what am I doing? If I do, I can do that here. Those are created terminal. Watch as I the GWP, yeah, that folder we created. Am I going down? Am I going up? This one. Yeah, those are terminal. I will figure that out. Because what it does it delete them? I don't know. Yeah, so far so good. And the work is continuing. The system is doing what it's supposed to do every now and again. And I'm having this freedom of checking, observing, even downloading, sending the files to myself as if those files, I don't know if that file exists. I don't believe. Because most of these files, they don't. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. Now is building. Okay. Oh my God. Can you believe this? So this terminal.text are script of the command that were run by the agent. And This is so sweet. And the casa keep all of that. Jeez, man, we are, I don't know. I will not say it. But the building is continuing, rendering is continuing. So as you can see here, this is the file that I was pulling to check what is this file all about. And you can see here, they tried no file or dialect, or they were trying to send, I think. Okay. Actually, I get another message. The port is coming in. The video is coming in. Top East Africa. Oh my God, let's watch this. This is good. Top 10 Afro. Uh-oh. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Is it on my headset? Oh, should say so. Am I connected to my headset? Yeah, Mario, that's good.